I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order according to events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around just a little bit as I move through. I am currently reading in Job. This will be chapter 19. Job tells of the ills and that Job tells of the ills that have befallen him, and then testifies, I know that my Redeemer liveth. He prophesies of his own resurrection, and that in his flesh he shall see God. This is a very famous chapter, so here we go. Then Job answered and said, How long will ye vex my soul, and break me in pieces with words? These 10 times have ye reproached me. Ye are not ashamed that ye make yourselves strange to me. And be it indeed that I have erred, mine error remaineth with myself. If indeed ye will magnify yourselves against me, and plead against me my reproach, know now that God hath overthrown me, and hath compassed me with his net. Behold, I cry out of wrong, but I am not heard. I cry aloud, but there is no judgment. He hath fenced up my way that I cannot pass, and he hath set darkness in my paths. He hath stripped me of my glory and taken the crown from my head. He hath destroyed me on every side, and I am gone, and mine hope hath he removed like a tree. He hath also kindled his wrath against me, and he counteth me unto him as one of his enemies. His troops come together and raise up their way against me, and encamp round about my tabernacle. He hath put my brethren far from me, and mine acquaintance are verily estranged from me. My kinsfolk have failed, and my familiar friends have forgotten me. They that dwell in mine house and my maids count me for a stranger. I am an alien in their sight. I called my servant, and he gave me no answer. I entreated him with my mouth. My breath is strange to my wife, though I entreated for the children's sake of mine own body. Yea, young children despised me. I arose, and they spake against me. All my inward friends abhorred me, and they whom I loved are turned against me. My bone cleaveth to my skin and to my flesh, and I am escaped with the skin of my teeth. Have pity on me. Have pity upon me, O ye my friends, for the hand of God hath touched me. Now, this is a great rundown of the suffering of Job, and even gives a little bit more detail of what he's going through. Because of everything that he suffered, his children are all dead. He has now lost all of his possessions. He is cast out. So his servants won't even listen to him. They won't even talk to him. His wife refuses to see him. The children in the town that once were probably friendly are avoiding him. He is all alone, and now his friends, who supposedly came to comfort him, are just there grinding the wounds into him. He's saying, look, God is already torturing me enough. I don't need you to add to it. That's why he's listing all this stuff. He's saying, look, this is what I've already suffered. Do you need to make my suffering any worse? Verse 22. Why do ye persecute me as God, and are not satisfied with my flesh? Oh, that my words were now written. Oh, that they were printed in a book, that they were graven with an iron pen, and lead in the rock forever. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God, whom I shall see for myself, and mine eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me. But ye should say, Why persecute we him, seeing the root of the matter is found in me? Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment. So again, he's, why are you persecuting me? Why do you add to my suffering? But in the end, he bears his testimony of Christ. And it is one of the greatest, clearest statements in the Old Testament of who Christ is and what he will do. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand in the latter day upon the earth. It is one of the greatest passages, and it is one of the primary proofs that during the time of the Old Testament, they knew Christ. By the time the New Testament comes, they have lost knowledge of who Christ really is, and they're expecting a military leader to come and free them from Roman captivity. But back then, they knew who Christ was. They knew he was coming to free the world of sin. And it is just a beautiful testimony. But we will see what's next in the next chapter.